Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lucinda, this is Yellowchicroad. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today I've got a great little informative video, a comparison between the Chanel Mini Square and the Chanel 2.55 Mini Reissue. So this was actually requested from a beautiful subby. Her name's Denise, she's from Singapore. She emailed me with this request and I thought, let's give the people what they want, I guess. Anyway, I thought it was a great idea, so we'll go through the dimensions, what they fit. I'll show you mod shots, you know the drill. We love a comparison, so we'll dive into that. But before we do, please make sure before you leave you like and subscribe. I would seriously love to have you back. If you love luxury, I think you'll love it here. So let's dive right in. So let's start with dimensions of the beautiful Mini Square to start off with. Now, just a little introduction. This is sort of a take on their classic flap. It's not considered a classic flap because it is only a single flap bag, but this is what they call the Mini Square, Baby Square, Mini Flap Bag, not classic flap. Anyway, so this isn't a lambskin leather because for those that don't know, they have paused caviar leather on mini bags, and the last time they did it was like the 18B collection, which is like exactly 2 years ago now. So this is a lambskin from basically mid last year, so mid 2019, and it's got the antique gold hardware. So let's just get the dimensions for you. So if we look at a length of about 17 centimeters, which is 6 3/4 inch, we have a height of 13 centimeters, which is 5 inches, and we have a depth of about 7 centimeters, which is about 2 3/4 inches. So that is the body framework for the Mini Square. Let me give you the all-important strap drop because they do differ between the bags. And they really do differ between both the Mini Rectangular and the Mini Reissue, as you will see when we get into the dimensions of the Mini Reissue. So I'll just lay her flat so we can get a strap drop. That is definitely its maximum length there. Obviously not adjustable, and we'll go from the top of the bag. So that is 54 centimeter drop, which is approximately just over 21 inches. So that is the deets for the dimensions on the Mini Square. Let's now check out the dimensions for the Mini Reissue and see how they compare. So the length of this bag is 20 centimeters. Yeah, just on 20 centimeters, which is a 3 centimeter difference between the Mini Square and this guy. And that is just under 8 inches. The height of this bag is just on 12 centimeters, which is 4 3/4 inches, so that is 1 centimeter shorter than the Mini Square. And the depth of this bag is 7 centimeters, so it's actually the same as the Mini Square, and that's 2 3/4 inches. So let's do the all-important strap drop. Now, the very important factor with the Mini Reissue, and probably my favorite thing about this over even the Mini Rectangular in the more classic series, is the fact that you've got 4 grommets. Now these 4 grommets allow you to either have it as a shoulder bag or as a crossbody bag, and I just think having that variation, that versatility, really pushes this one against all the rest, because it just makes it a little bit more feasible and versatile and great. So let's get the strap drop, and I'll just make sure that nothing is in its road. That is completely unobstructed strap length right there. So as a shoulder bag, the strap drop is, I'm gonna say, about 28 centimeters, which is 11 inches. And then let's make her into a crossbody strap. Strap drop as a crossbody is about 55 centimeters, which is 21.5 inches. So marginally longer than the mini square. They are both obviously very beautiful bags, and they do differ somewhat in size, and we will see just how different that is when we compare what they fit, whether they fit the same amount of things or whether you'll get more out of this guy given the extra length. But let's double check those details now. So I thought we would start with the mini 2.55 reissue on what fits, because this bag, for those that don't know, when it is shipped, is actually shipped kind of flat and pancaked. So it's quite a malleable little bag. This one, the bottom has been flattened out a bit more to be a bit more structured, but they can be rather unstructured compared to some other bags. So we'll open her up. The central compartment, and you have a slip pocket and a zipper pocket, and on the back you have the Mona Lisa smile pocket just there on the back. So, which is pretty typical of classic Chanel bags. So let's start off with putting in the phone. And that is an iPhone 10, which fits so comfortably in there. If I had a Plus, it would not be an issue whatsoever. I thought we would even check out the mini pochette accessoire. That fits in there really easily. This is the new Louis Vuitton Recto Verso, so we can slide that in. So there we've got, you know, that can fit your keys, cards. This can fit all sorts of different essentials. I've got cards, I've got cash, I've got receipts, all sorts of things. Little lip balm in there. And if you wanted to, you could easily fit a lipstick down the side there. And what else? Perhaps a Bastia coin purse can also fit in. So that is pretty chock-a-block, as they say in Australia. Don't know if you use that term anywhere else, but that is full. Let's see it closed. So she is totally full, but can be closed up and definitely used like that. You can often, if you wanted to slide in anything at the back there for easy access. I never really use these pockets because I like to keep them nice and flush and not too stretched out, but that is the mini 2.55 there, full. I would actually, as a preference, not be carrying this guy because I think that takes up way too much room, and I would just use the Recto Verso that can have your key attached, your cards, and you know, you can fit some other notes and stuff in there because it's got the little pocket in the front, and just keep it at that. I think that's a really nice, neat, and you know, you've got your essentials and it's nicely packed, and then when you're doing it up, it doesn't nearly look as full or push beyond its limits. It's just kind of perfectly packed. So what we'll do is we'll see if these transfer nicely into the mini square. So as you recall, this is 3 centimeters shorter than this guy, but it's a little bit taller. So we'll just see how that actually works out in terms of fitting the items. So inside, these are both leather lined bags. This one here has a slip pocket as well as a zippered pocket inside, and just like the mini reissue, you have the Mona Lisa smile pocket there at the back. So let's begin the transfer. So we'll start off with the iPhone 10. Now that just fits perfectly sort of side to side in the mini square. I wouldn't really be able to fit anything larger unless you go on an angle diagonally across the bag. So just an FYI for those that favor the plus or max size phones, this is probably your maximum size to fit comfortably lengthwise in the mini square. We'll pop to the side the recto verso. That fits so beautifully. Oh my gosh, I think that looks awesome. That fits like a dream in there. We'll put the Bastia coin purse, which also fits like a dream in there. Wow, okay. And lucky last is the lipstick that I slid in. Ah. Okay, so we have a tie. We have a tie between the two in terms of what they can fit with this sort of configuration of small leather goods, because there isn't anything too chunky or big. It's all fitting really, really contained and really nicely in there, and it's actually not causing any distress whatsoever to the bag. So that's really interesting, because you would initially think, oh no, this guy's really small, it won't fit everything that I need comfortably. But as I said, bear in mind the phone size is definitely only sort of favored or tailored to the traditional iPhone 10 size, not the max or plus size iPhones. And just as an FYI, there is no way we could fit the mini pochette in this bag with all the other items. We were able to do that here, although I wouldn't recommend it. I thought it was a bit too full. We still were able to. There is no chance of me fitting that in there. But let's see if it can fit at all, if it was your, say, your wallet of choice. No, there is no chance.
There is no chance
that is happening. So this guy, perfect. Bastia, perfect. Lipstick or chapstick, or, you know, even a little hand sanitizer, perfect. But no to the mini pochette. Let's check them out with the mod shots. So the other thing everybody needs to consider when they're buying one of these beautiful bags is which leather you want to opt for. Obviously, with the, as I mentioned, with the mini square, currently they are only offering lambskin. So if you don't trust yourself with something that's as delicate as a lambskin, perhaps it's not the way to go for you. Sometimes they'll offer tweed variations and a few other sort of special edition variations through the seasons, but they have really stuck to their lambskin guns lately. So that it's a beautiful puffy and very luxurious leather, but is often prone to scratches, so that's one thing to consider. I find with the 2.55s, they mostly favor the aged calf skin, so you get this really beautiful sort of wrinkling, distressing in the leather, which I think is really effective and a really nice finish for a bag that's otherwise very classic and very, very timeless. I think it gives it a bit of edge. It's particularly if you choose a different hardware. So often they will offer these in, this is a shiny gold hardware, but they might do it in antique gold, or they might come out with a silver or ruthenium, which makes them a little bit more edgy, a little bit more rock and roll. But that is all things to consider when you're choosing between these bags, because one thing I must say is they really don't differ in price all that much. There used to be a wider gap between the prices, but now it's only like $300 between the two. So the gap used to be a bit wider than that. So since the price increases, they certainly have come closer in terms of pricing comparison, but it's all about what bag you think is going to work for you. Rely on the mod shots a bit. I am 5'4", 164 centimeters, so if that gives you an idea of where they sit. With all things considered, they are seriously both beautiful bags and you cannot go wrong. So everyone, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you own either of these bags? Is there one that you would definitely choose over the other? Is there a favorite? Did I change your mind on either of them? Would you consider the 2.55 mini reissue over the mini square? Let me know. Would love to hear your thoughts, and make sure you like and subscribe before you leave. Thanks, guys.